Hawks always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Paul. And the Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oregon Ducks offense will take the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Iowa's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can put...
There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 18 on the field goal.
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Moore will throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Finds his big tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll keep it himself.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Moore to the air. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup, so which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Gill. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore will throw. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Looking to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Benson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Turns it loose. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They're going to run it to the right. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Syracuse. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Going for the big play. Snags it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Moore to the air. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. He wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Now this offense is back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bryant. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in, it's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll give it to him again. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Stewart. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down. Under fire. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's complete to the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. To the air on 2nd down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Going to the running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The short hands, it's Benson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Stewart. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Kennick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are... Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Moore to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Moore. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got him, and nobody's close. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. on the ground. It's Moulton. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. At the 45, on his way. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The kick is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And some room to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown Ducks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking for a crease, it's Moulton, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Finds space on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Takes the handoff. It's Whittington. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Here's the handoff. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. He's got 67 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. He wants to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Quick step and go. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield. It's Whittington. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On the snap, it's Hill. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Moore to the air. He'll get rid of it. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Caught in the backfield, it's Benson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moulton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. A little screen to the running back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Gets the back moving. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So now it's 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He's looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're